So I've been watching other YouTube videos and I've kind of seen this glamorization, this like disconnect between like what life is actually like living abroad and traveling and everything, and they glamorize it and they make it, or they choose like these really crazy moments in their travels, and then they put those on their videos, and kind of gives people, I think, the wrong impression of traveling in the countries that they're visiting. And I know not all YouTubers do this or people making videos, but a lot of the ones that you see with, you know, hundreds of thousands of views, millions of views, whatever, these really big people, they've learned how to get people interested and how to find those kind of like crazy moments and then promote those in their thumbnails and in their titles or whatever it might be. And it's a little bit misleading, and I don't know why, but sometimes I get a little bit like grumpy about it. Especially like, for example, Pooja and I were watching this one video from Nepal about this guy. He was making this short, and he was saying that Nepal does this really scary, the most scary cultural thing that you've ever seen in your life, and like, oh my god, I can't believe they do this, and blah blah blah. And he kept dramatizing this instance. And Pooja, being from Nepal, she likes to see the videos that people make about Nepal and everything. And it turned out that he was just going to Pashupati, and he got invited, or whatever it might have been, or he happened to be there, went to Pashupati and saw these cremation events where they cremate people right along the river. And it's not something that is scary, or that's something that is medieval, or something that's not, you know, accepted in culture or in a lot of parts of the world. And he dramatized it and made it try to be so scary, and all these people were commenting. There was actually two types of commenters. One, people from Nepal saying, what is this guy talking about? This is our culture, this is our religion, this is how, you know, we don't bury people, we cremate them, and we have these shrines and these temples and religious areas around that we conduct these types of events. And then that was one side of the comments. And the other side of the comments was people that were not aware of Hindu culture and religion and Nepal, and saying like, oh my god, I can't believe they do this kind of stuff. And it gives this wrong impression of the people and the culture and the religion, and they make it seem like it's this thing that's not very acceptable. And it's not just, you know, that's just one video that I've seen the example of, but there's been other ones here in India and in Nepal and other parts of South Asia where they talk about, I can't believe people do this, or you know, like, oh my god, this happened to me. And, you know, people wanting to take pictures, or people are a little bit too pushy and like really want to talk to you, and people take it offensively and stuff like that. And it's, I don't know why it frustrates me. I don't know why, because, you know, I have been living here in South Asia, and I've experienced a different way of life here, and I've seen these instances, but it's just kind of part of what happens in everyday life. People live a different life here. People are part of a different society, and there's this idea of like the cultural iceberg, right? So like, when we're from a different area, culture, religion, society, way of life, we travel, we only see the very tip of it. We only see a very small portion of what's going on. We don't understand the underlying things that are building up to that pinnacle of that cultural iceberg, the one that you just see poking out of the water. And there's a train. You want to see the train? Woo! Every day. This is like the third one in the last like 5 minutes. So it's crazy. And we don't, in our limited 1 week, 2 weeks, you know, 1 month, whatever it might be, 1 month you can start kind of seeing patterns and learning about these stuff and having more in-depth conversations with people from that area, people living there, you know, and we can kind of start understanding. But the people that go there for only a couple weeks and then think that they understand completely about, you know, the culture, the religion, the society in general, it frustrates me, just because that's not what it is. And we, as, you know, these people are digital nomads, or these people are travelers, people of the world, right? Global citizens. And we should try to investigate or learn, or, you know, we should do our part in trying to reach out and understand different places and cultures, and then, you know, try to take that back home with us, or, you know, use some of it and better ourselves. And it's not to say that any culture is right, any culture is wrong. They've been built on centuries, and there's different aspects of everything that kind of build up into the what society is today. And I think we all have, as global citizens, as the world continues to globalize, we all have our kind of things that we need to learn. And me especially, I'm not any different. I have things that I have to learn as well. And even though I've been here for a while, not in India per se, but South Asia, I learned a lot about Nepal, but it's not something that really transfers over to India. It's completely starting over new, and it's completely learning a different, society, and a whole different accumulation of different beliefs and actions, and how people work together, communicate, how people's families are. And even here in Jaipur, where I've been for a while, for over a month, almost going on 2 months, this is even a microcosm area as well, where there's aspects that I'm going to learn here, but maybe are not necessarily true in other parts of India, because it is such a diverse country and a huge place where, they speak, for example, they speak Rajasthani here. In other places, they're going to speak different languages. They'll speak Hindi in some places, but they speak, so it's all a matter of where you are and different things. And circling back, I know I kind of rambled on here, but it's a little bit frustrating to see these videos and see people misunderstanding certain situations and promoting those to a huge audience, and then maybe giving the wrong impression to some other people about what life is and how people live and everything like that. So I don't know why that rubbed me the wrong way today. Just something that I've been thinking about, and wish that we were more understanding and people didn't know. Another train here. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, where's the train? Where is it? There it is. Told you. Busy day. So I wish that we as people, I mean myself included, other people, any social media type of stuff, news does a horrible job at communicating these types of things. But I wish people were just more aware, and they would explain things or even learn in a better way. So I think that's it. We got Pani come to check the water. We got a big water tank here. All of our water goes in there. So that's it. That's my little ramble for today. That's my update. Pooja's off exploring the rooftop, enjoying the cool air. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, if you've ever experienced this, or if you've seen these types of videos or thumbnails. And I think that just even thumbnails, like YouTube is all about this thumbnail idea where you have to get that click, and if you don't get that click, then you miss out on the revenue, and you miss out on the view, and you miss out on all these other subscribers and opportunities for sponsorship. So they're getting more and more dramatic and more crazy at times, and they don't necessarily always portray the correct picture of what's going on in that place. And it's all about getting your excitement, getting your click, and that's what it's all about. So a little frustrated today about that, but that's it. I think that's all I got. Pooja just joined me on this little balcony area. Do you want to say anything, Pooja? You want to make a cameo?
You're doing great.
That's a message to all of you out there. You're all doing great. You all rock. That's it. That's all I got. I'll see you later. Bye.